All right, my name's Eric Robb. We've got our van out of the body shop, and now we're trying to get the interior repaired. Body shop put brand new doors on back. Had to do some welding and paneling here. So this was all covered up and insulated. They had to tear all that insulation out to get to these damaged parts. And the damage went all the way to the top there. Like here, this is the upper, it got dinged up. Cabinet doors went flying. That's all in the after accident photos I sent to y'all. These are some of the panels that were covered that they had to tear out. Here's part of our drawer, a set of drawers we had, and like I said, as you can see, everything's kind of shattered and torn apart. Right in back here, you see that in the crash video is where our propane bottle was. That was completely destroyed. We put that into the dumpster and sent y'all photos. Same thing over here. There was a bed in here that's in the photos that covered like a drawbridge, and all these got bent and knocked out of shape. So the cabinets in the center of the van here were in a continuous row. So when the impact hit here, that energy transferred here as well. You can see we got lots of scratches. As you can see, this thing's tilted over. Let's do the right side. That's simpler, and that's a carbon monoxide detector. That impact transferred all the way up to here. That's why that stuff's out of whack and knocked all that loose. And this whole thing's canted over now. And my door here won't shut. And I've got a fault on the electrical now. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But this cabinet, all these cabinets, aren't your typical box cabinet that you install. You can't do that with a van, because as you can see, everything is rounded and curved and all that. So all these were built piece by piece in place, and they didn't fare too well in the wreck. Like I said, everything's out of whack and won't shut now. Here's where the bed was. Those metal rails sat in here. That's where the propane bottle was. We got the regulator there. Damaged this. But the whole thing's wobbly at best, because again, see how that's all broke up? Because they weren't structural boxes that had provide their own structure. Everything was a different piece. So here you can see where they had to sawzall that out to get it out of there. That was the center area, and I can't tell. That's the bed platform there, the pieces. And of course, we had a lot of electrical running over here. Looks like just everything dislodged, basically. So this section here in the front of the van was in the back of the van. And then it transitioned to this butcher block table that was in the front of the van. That was under here. And we can see it's damaged too. And so also in the post-wreck pictures, you can see where every one of these drawers went completely flying out of their position from the impact. Several of them broke into pieces. So this was at the very front. But as you can see, this thing's not structural. It's not in one piece any longer. A little bit of damage everywhere. Again, the drawers just completely came loose, came out of there. And none of this stuff's really connected together anymore. So that was a gas cooktop. Looks like I'm missing a couple pieces to it now. The sink, of course, which had a pump and drains. the other thing I heard, and just didn't do the homework, I guess, was they didn't think it was finished. Because before we put this in the shop, there was a refrigeration unit here. There were water tanks here. There were drawers that were completely demolished that were taken out. Obviously, where that propane bottle was, and the propane bottle itself, all the stuff that you can see very well in the post-impact pictures wasn't in there. So the guy thought we had never finished the van. I've since sent him pictures of the van and when it was totally set up and working, and obviously it was completely finished. And the other big problem we've got, and I sent this to the insurance company last year. We went to Floor and Decor where we bought this flooring that we ended up pretty much covering the whole thing with. And none of this is available anymore. It was discontinued. And same thing, not sure how to match this material at all. So I sent an email requesting, I think it's called an ITEL report, ITEL, but there are labs that we could send this to see if there's a match, but my understanding is no. But even with that, I mean, we showed this post-wreck. We got all kinds of cosmetic damage to this. I don't know how we could ever get it to match. And these cabinets are trashed. They're all out of whack. And just like we've asked from day one, well, there's our lighting system. We'd like the whole thing to be adjusted and get whatever we need to completely replace all these damaged components in here. Oh yeah, there's a drawer section. Those were panels that were on the wall that were covered. I think I showed this. Yeah, cabinets and drawer faces and drawers and everything flew as we were documented in photographs. Thank you.